Could we have your attention, please? Your attention, please. Could we have your attention, please? At this time, we would like to take a moment to recognize the wrestling program's retiring seniors here on senior night. First up, Mr. Nolan Brown. Nolan is escorted tonight by his parents, Robbie and Tavish Brown. He resides in the Birdtown community. His activities and honors at Swain High include Junaluska Advocacy Club, Project Discovery, National Honor Society, and Interact. His honors include being selected as senior class most likely to brighten someone's day. He was a 2018 wrestling state qualifier as well as regional placer and 2017 all-conference defensive lineman and a 2018 All-Western North Carolina second team in football. In athletics at Swain, he has participated in wrestling, football, and track. His honors include being All-Smoky Mountain Conference in football and All-Western second team in football, his 2018 regional qualifier in the shot put, as well as the Smoky Mountain Conference champion in the shot put. His fondest athletic memory is winning against Murphy in 2017, as well as wrestling in the 2018 state tournament. He would like to take this opportunity to thank God for allowing him the opportunity to play sports and all that he does for him daily. His parents, grandparents, sister, family, and friends for their love and support. His coaches for always pushing him to be the best that he can be and to never give up. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nolan Brown. Next, Mr. Hunter Burl. Hunter is escorted tonight by his father, Rocky Burl. They reside in the Marble, North Carolina community. Hunter's activities and honors at Swain include being a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes all 4 years. In athletics at Swain, he has participated in football, wrestling, and track. He was named honorable mention in football, all conference. His fondest athletic memory is last year during the football season when we beat Murphy. He wants to take this opportunity to thank his coaches for pushing him, all of his teammates, family, and friends, but most importantly, he wants to thank God for allowing him to have the ability to play sports. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hunter Burl. Jack Cooper. Jack is escorted tonight by his parents, Casey and Jill Cooper, and his sister, Mary. They reside in the Birdtown community. Jack's activities and honors while at Swain High include being a member of Student Council, President of the National Honor Society, Vice Chairman of the Junaluska Leadership Council, and the drum major of the Swain High School Marching Band. In athletics at Swain High, he has participated in wrestling since the 7th grade. His honors include being accepted to Stanford University. His fondest athletic memory is being Cody Long's wrestling partner and watching Walker practice lat drops. He'd like to take this opportunity to thank Coach Jaimez, Coach Cochran, Coach Roper, the other Coach Roper, and his team for always remembering Lecure. Sorry about that, Jack, if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jack Cooper. Next up, Samuel Greene. Samuel is escorted tonight by his mom and dad, Michael and Karen Greene, his sisters Alicia and Alala, and his brother Robert. They reside in the Robinson Gap community. In in activities and honors at Swain High School, Samuel has been a member of the New Century Scholars as well as Upward Bound. In athletics at Swain, he has wrestled and participated in track. His fondest athletic memory is the day that he found out that he could play sports and that he overcome epilepsy and his first day of wrestling practice. He wants to take this opportunity to thank Miss Joanna McMahon, who never gave up on him. If it wasn't for her, he would never have made it this far. He wants to take the opportunity to thank his coaches for everything they've done for him, and to all his brothers on this team, I love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Samuel Greene. Next, Mr. Alan Seth Ledford. He is escorted tonight by his brother Jackson and his mother Stephanie. They reside in the Big Cove community. His activities and honors while at Swain include being a member of the Junaluska Leadership Council and the marching band. In athletics at Swain, he has participated in wrestling. His fondest athletic memory is being Walker's partner. He'd like to take this opportunity to thank Coach Jaimez, Coach Cochran, Coach Roper, and the other Coach Roper, and all of his teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Seth Ledford. Next, Mr. Kyle Ponshot. Kyle is escorted tonight by Brad, Rachel, Cameron, and Chandler Baines. His activities and honors at Swain High include being on the Lighthouse team for 4 years. In athletics at Swain High, he has participated in wrestling all 4 years. And last year, he was an All-Smoky Mountain honorable mention in wrestling. His fondest athletic memory is qualifying for state and being able to go on the state trip last year for the wrestling state championships. He wants to take this opportunity to thank Coach Jaimez for being his coach for 5 years, Coach Roper for making him keep his word about starting wrestling, and Coach Roper, John Roper, for dealing with him on 5-hour drives and buying his food. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kyle Ponshot. Next, Caleb Thomas Shields. He is escorted tonight by his mother, Audrey Shields, and his father, Tim. They reside in the Cowee community. His fondest athletic memory is rooming with Hunter Burl and Cody. He would like to take this opportunity to thank all the coaches, especially Coach Roper and Jaimez, for what they have done for him this year and for the opportunity that they've given him over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Caleb Thomas Shields. And let's have a big round of applause for these retiring seniors and what they've meant to this wrestling program. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to a night of Maroon Devil Wrestling as the Cherokee Braves are in town for a conference match with our Maroon Devils. And we just honored our seniors. Hopefully you got a chance to see that. Prior to that, then we had a warm-up in between where we kept the screen rolling here. Now we're almost set to get underway. And from the lineup that I've been given, we will start with 106. Cherokee has 6 wrestlers, I believe. So this should be another win for the Maroon Devils in conference wrestling. But the 6 matches that we have will most likely prove to be very entertaining. The Braves do have a few injuries, so we'll see if they actually do have 6 that will come out and wrestle or not. So we'll find out here in just a few minutes. We're set to get underway. That's Jack Cooper and Nolan Brown, who have gone out to, I don't know what you call the middle of the wrestling ring. I've not had to name that before. They go out to center spot, I guess. I don't know. And are waiting the officials so that they can do the pre-match straightening out of things, so to speak, rules and so forth with the officials. And then we should be able to get underway at the 106, which should feature, according to the lineup sheet that I have. And please remember, folks at home, that it's, while it looks good to you there, it's a little dark up here where Joe and I are sitting. So if I don't get all these names correct, please forgive me. And there can be last-minute changes that I will not be aware of. So, but that being said, at 106, Jacob Norton, who's a junior from Cherokee, with a 9-3 record, will go against John Parton from Swain, a freshman, a 15-10 record. So we should have action here in the first match at 106, and then 113, Cherokee does not have a wrestler, and then we'll go 120 and 126. So we got captain's meeting there in the center, and they will go over the rules. 7 seniors honored prior to this, and I know Coach Jaimez is very tickled with the contributions that those 7 have made to the wrestling program over their time here. So we are just almost set to get underway. Good crowd on hand. Braves in town, always a good draw. And should be entertaining matches. The middle school match was won by Swain. Again, there were several forfeits in there that contributed heavily to that. And the matches that we saw, Joe and I, were highly entertaining. So we hope that'll be the same thing here in this varsity match. So again, Jack Cooper and Nolan Brown out for the Maroon Devils. And we will be almost set to get underway. Remind you that the Maroon Devil basketball team on the road tomorrow in Murphy, and they will return home on Tuesday to face Robbinsville. We'll be here for you on the Maroon Devils Network. You can tune in and catch all the action of the varsity girls and boys contests right here at Swain High School, live and in person. This is the last home wrestling match of the season for these wrestlers. So last opportunity to see them in person or on the Maroon Devils Network. From here, they have a busy January schedule going out, with the end of the month seeing the team dual championships running all the way to the state. Of course, Swain and Robbinsville, the top 2 teams in the Smoky Mountain Conference right now, and they will be vying for those seeds in that team dual tournament. We'll have all of that information for you coming up. That'll be on maroondevils.com, our online source for everything that is Swain. So check it out there. They'll be able to read all about it. You'll be able to read all about it, rather, as things roll along. So we are ready to get under action here. And if I am correct in the sheet that I'm given, this should be Norton and Parton going at it for Swain and Cherokee in the 106 weight class. And so we are almost set to get underway here from Swain High School. Greene and Norton
Norton 9-3. He was a little bit questionable coming into this, is listed as may not wrestle. So we're glad to see that Jacob Norton's healthy and ready to go and facing off with our own John Parton. So the 106's lightest division in this High School Athletic Association wrestling, and they are sparring away here in the early going. Both gentlemen roughly the same size, so it makes for an interesting dynamic in this match. Again, John Parton is the Swain wrestler, and Jacob Norton the Cherokee wrestler. Norton tries to make a hip throw, and Parton the beneficiary of that as he ends up with 2 points and takes a 2-1 lead here early going. Once again, Norton tried to go with a hip toss and was unable to lock that in. It didn't cost him points this time, though. 2-1 still, and there's a takedown from Parton. He's got 2 more points. It'll be Norton on top, 3-2. And now John Parton will have to do a little work from the bottom to score some points here. We're 45 seconds before the end of the first of 3 periods. And Norton continues to work his advantage, trying to get into a pinning predicament here with John Parton. Down to 20 seconds. It's a 3-2 score. That doesn't seem right. The official may not have awarded those last points that Norton scored as he waits this thing out here. We're under 10, so this one should end up going to the second period. And it does. So we go to the second period, and Cherokee will have a decision. They defer to the third period. Swain chooses to go standing up in the upright position. And still 3-2, so that is your score as we head into the second 2-minute period here. And that is Norton on top. No points scored yet in the second period. So now Parton trying to work his way out from underneath. The official telling you there's no advantage for either wrestler here. We're at 1:15 and counting in the second period, and now Norton locks in. If he gets both arms locked, and he's got them locked there, he has a pinning situation. Parton almost able to reverse it, but couldn't, but got back out of it. That'll be 2 points for Cherokee out of that. So now the score is 7-3, 7-4, check it, in favor of Norton. We're going to stop that. And Swain will get a point out of that. And Jacob Norton will get his headgear back on as he lost that during that last flurry of activity. 41 seconds left, 8-4 your score. And we'll go back to a neutral position as neither wrestler had an advantage as play was stopped because of the headgear. So we're about to move under 30 seconds. And again, Norton takes Parton down with 20 seconds left here in the second period. Score 10-4 now. That's a technical point against Norton of Cherokee, and it'll make it 10-5 with 18 seconds left. Under 10 seconds now. It looks like we're going to go to the third period with Jacob Norton in control, 10-5 on points in this. Now, if you're new to wrestling, a point decision is much more desired than being pinned. Pinned is 6 points, whereas a decision is only 3 for the winner. So that's the big difference there. And they'll go with Norton down to start this one. 10-5 your score. We're in the final period, final 2 minutes of this match, and we've got a technical point for Cherokee at 11-5 now after that one. So they'll go back to the down position again. And Parton will see if he can work an advantage of being on top. So 1 minute 53 just barely started here in the second period for this one. Our wrestler John Parton needs to score some points here in this third period. Another point for Cherokee out of that, 12-5. So we're back to the same spot. 141 still remaining in this third period. So another point for Cherokee as they get up out of that. There'll be 2 more for Cherokee, so we're up to 15-5 now. And now stalemate, 110 and counting, which plays perfectly into the Braves' hands as they are well in control of this one. 15-5. Norton with an excellent record on the year at 9-3, but as we said, he's been injured according to the notes that we have, and is questionable whether or not he would wrestle tonight, but obviously good news for the Braves in that he is wrestling. He is a junior, whereas our John Parton is a freshman. And still no advantages there as Norton continues to work his advantage on top and allow the clock to run towards a victory. And we're down to under 15 seconds remaining in this 106 match. First match of the night. If you're joining us, the Braves have 6 wrestlers with them, so they will only field 6 weight classes. So roughly half of the weight classes, and that's going to do it. A decision at 15-5. And that'll give the Braves 4 points rather than 3 because of the margin of victory. So in this class, 113, it'll be a forfeit. Seth Ledford scheduled to go up for us, one of those seniors that were honored prior to this. And it looks like Seth will receive, and he has, a forfeit win here tonight. And that'll make the score 6-4. As we barrel on to the 120. The 120 weight class, McClay Phillips for the Braves. He's a senior, 24-9 on the season. And he's going to receive a forfeit win here. And so I think this one is maybe an exhibition. It's what's written on my notes anyway. I'm not sure why that is, but we have Jesus Sosa going here, and this again is to be an exhibition, as this was a forfeit for McClay Phillips, the second Cherokee wrestler. That will put Phillips at 25-9 on the season. He is ranked in 3rd in the state. So McClay having a good senior year here for the Braves. So Sousa and McClay, Phillips ready to do battle in this exhibition match here tonight. After this, we'll have the 126 where Johnny Bradley is scheduled to go against Zach Klein for respective schools in that one. Phillips trying to pick Sousa up, has control of him now, hooks his leg and takes him down into almost a pinning predicament, but nothing there. Sousa able to roll around out of it. Now Phillips works the arm. And we're at 120 in this one. Again, Phillips has already scored the points that he's going to score for this match with a forfeit. So he got 6 out of that. This one's just for practice, if you will, for both wrestlers. So almost pinning predicament. Sousa still a minute left in this. He's having a difficult run of it, trying to scramble his way out of it, being nearly pinned. He's almost able to reverse that. Nice move by Jesus. 3 points for Phillips. I'll make it 5-2. Now if Sousa can get him turned, with 20 seconds left in this one. But an excellent reversal. Another excellent reversal by Phillips from Cherokee. And now he's got Sousa back in a pinning predicament. 2 more points for Phillips makes it 7. Check that, 8-2 in favor of the Cherokee wrestler at this point. And he's in near it. And that saved it. 3 more points for Phillips makes it 11-2 as we head into the second period. So it's Swain's pick. He chooses up to begin the second period, and frankly, Sousa needs to score some points here in this period. The first one was well done. Both wrestlers, some excellent moves to get out of trouble there. And now we'll see if Sousa can control his advantage. He started out on top, so there's no points for that. The only points to be scored out of that would have been if Phillips could have gotten up out of it. So now he's trying to get him in a position to get him down on his side or back. And he's close to it right here. He's got him. Jesus Sousa is really close to winning this match on a pin, and there's a reversal by Phillips, who just sits out of it, now tries to work his way out. So an excellent match. Now Phillips tries to do the same thing to Sousa and has him in the same move, trying to rock back on his leg here and get him in a pinning predicament. The problem is Sousa's arm is underneath. He was in an awkward position there, so the official broke that. I'm not sure any points were awarded. We're at 13-4 now, point-wise. And Phillips will start on top with the advantage here. Jesus with a quick spin, trying to sit out of that. Still no advantages. We're down to 40 seconds and counting here in this second period. Again, your score is 13-4 in favor of McClay Phillips. I'm not sure we got a full reversal out of that. And there's a pinning predicament by Sousa. He's got 25 seconds left. This would be considered an upset. Again, it doesn't count in the points. And we've seen Phillips pull out of that. And he may have him right here. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. 4. Phillips able to roll out of it, and we're at the end of this. He had him down again. but couldn't do it, couldn't finish him. Time was the ally there of McClay Phillips. And point-wise, it's 13-9 now, so only 4 points separate them. And we will start this third period with Phillips on the bottom and Sousa on top. And this match just got close. 2 near pinfalls in that last period by Jesus Sousa. So he continues to work on top now, and Phillips is on the bottom. And he's got him again. Can he turn him? Can he turn him? He's got it locked in pretty good. Phillips able to roll over and defend himself, but 2 more points, and now we're 13-11, just like that. Both men work up. Sousa's still got it locked in around the leg. It's a tough one to fight out of, and he's trying to sink it in and get those shoulders on the ground. He's got him rolled over now. But Phillips has grabbed a leg, and that's going to make it even harder to get him rolled over. 1 minute, under a minute, and we've got to go back to the middle as they're out. So 57 seconds left. 13-11 in favor of Phillips. And we're set and ready to go. Phillips quickly tries to sit out of it this time and get up to score his point. He's almost there. Sousa takes him down, rolls him over, almost with a pinning predicament right there. He's trying to get it locked in again. 43 seconds left in this match. Will he get points out of that? None signals so far. 13-11 your score. That near pin of 2 points would tie this. And we've got a dangerous position call there. They will have to go back to the middle. 29 seconds left. And what has been a highly entertaining match so far between McClay Phillips and Jesus Sousa. This one, unfortunately, does not count. This is the next position. Sousa working hard at this juncture to try to get it locked in. He does have it locked in. Phillips has his leg. Can he roll him over? He cannot. Phillips almost back to a base because of that. And we're under 10, so that's going to do it. And that's going to do it. 15-11 Phillips. A heck of a match, though. Really good match between those two. And I think we got some blood out of that one. But, boy, what a match that was. Highly entertaining, as we said. Sousa and Phillips in a dandy, even though it didn't necessarily count as a match there. It was a great experience for both wrestlers, no doubt about it. So up next, we've got Bradley and Klein by our sheet. So I've got some blood on the mat that they're taking care of here after that one. So we're at a point where the score is 10-6 Braves at this juncture. But we're going to hit a stretch here in a few minutes where the Braves do not have enough men to fill out the weight classes, and Swain will jump on in front. Some valuable experience for junior Jesus Sousa there, though, in that match, even though it didn't officially count. So this one for us, according to the sheet again, is Klein versus Bradley. Bradley, a freshman for the Braves. Klein, a sophomore for the Maroon Devils. And this one does count. So we're underway in the 126 division, with the Braves on top of this one, 10-6. Klein and Bradley feeling each other out. First period underway. about 15 seconds into it at this point. Bradley down, but back up. Klein unable to press the advantage. Tries to get head control. So Klein now on the bottom. Has Bradley down and scores 2 points. So he takes an early lead here in this one on the freshman from Cherokee. He's trying to get locked in, could not. Bradley fights back out of it, both looking to get leg control here. Neither able to press the advantage. Bradley trying to push Klein backwards. He's almost there. And Klein able to switch out of that, but Bradley scores, and it's 2-all. Now they're back up. 1 point for Klein, 3-2. We're under 40 seconds in the first period. Still in the upright position. We're down to 25 seconds. And counting. Bradley again shoots. Klein controls on top but can't get around to the side, and Bradley now has a leg. Will he be able to press that? We're down to 10 seconds, so probably not is the question, and I don't think there'll be any points scored out of this. Nope, Bradley got 2 just then. And a point awarded to the Braves for that crossface just then by Klein, and 5-3 is now your score. 4 seconds remaining in the first period. So just 4 seconds in this first period. And that's going to do your first period in this one. Cherokee will have the decision, and he defers to the third period. So Klein had the choice. He chooses down. We're 5-3 your score now. A little difficult for us up here. The backboard from the basketball court's in the way of the score. The individual score, that is. 10-6, Braves lead as a team. We're in our 4th match of the night. Point for Klein to get out of that. So he's 6-3 in advantage now, and we're 10 seconds into the second period. Bradley shoots for the leg again. Now we'll see who can gain control of this. So he's hanging on to the leg with dear life. Klein trying to turn him and does so down to the mat hard, and 2 points for Klein will push this up to 8. And we got an injury. So they're going to have to come out and check on Johnny Bradley, and we hope that he is doing all right. We'll take a break as they do here during this injury timeout. So good news is Johnny Bradley's okay. He's going to continue on here. He's checked out by Kerry Powell and Neil Blankenship along with his own coach. So We hope nothing for the best for Johnny, and hopefully he's all right. He's going to finish this match, which has been a good one so far. At this juncture, Swain's Zach Klein is on top 8-3 over Bradley from Cherokee. 1:21 in the second period is where we stop the action, and now we'll begin again with Klein on top as he had moved into the advantage prior to the injury and works on it again. He goes to his back but is able to put Bradley on his back and now has a pinning predicament. Is he going to get him? It looks like he's almost down. Now Bradley desperately fights out of it. Well done by the freshman. We're just under a minute, so there's plenty of time left in this one. Score is yet to change as they wait to see if this is a complete pinning situation or not. It does look that way at this point, and that's going to do it. So Zach Klein in the second period pins his man, and that will make the score 12-10 Maroon Devils. But I think you could say safely that Johnny Bradley's going to have a good career. He showed a lot in that match as a freshman. There's just some things that he'll have to learn, and I'm sure he'll learn them. So as we move on into this one, we're at 132. This is Nate Brock. I don't think the Braves have a wrestler in this weight class. And he does win by forfeit. So Brock with the win. Spreads the Devils' lead to 18-10. And now we're going to run into a whole spate of them. Caleb Shields up. He will take a win, forfeit. To make it 24-10. And now in the 145, Lucas Brown will also take a forfeit. Make it 30-10. And then in the, where are we? My spreadsheet's running together over here because of the lack of lighting, to be honest with you. But it looks like that would have been, who'd we say? Lucas Brown. Yeah, this is Hunter Craig. He's going to get a forfeit to make it 36-10. And now in the 160 class, Braden Taylor should have on the sheet against senior Hunter Burl for the Maroon Devils. Hunter, of course, honored prior to this match. Brandon Taylor is a sophomore, and this should be a good match as well. Taylor 18-12 on the season, and Burl 13-4. So we'll see how this one works out. The two wrestlers feeling each other out here in the early goings. The first period, Burl takes his man down. So he works for the advantage to score some points. No points awarded still at this point. So Hunter Burl works and gets two out of that, but that's all. Now takes him down again in a pinning position. Can Hunter get him turned around? That was a good job by Braden Taylor to roll himself out of that. 2 more points for Burl. And now he works it again, but he ends up falling down on the bottom, maintains his position, and now backs off. A point for Taylor. We're at 4-2, I believe, in favor of Hunter Burl. 4-1, I believe, is the score. We're under a minute, 56 seconds and counting. And he rolls him, but they're out, so that probably will amount to a whole lot of nothing. These two pretty evenly matched. Braden Taylor ranks 17th in the state, while Hunter Burl is 15th in the state. So they're very close. They're going to see each other again, I'm sure, several times down the stretch here in conference play. So under 40 as they work from the up position. Taylor shoots for the leg and gets it, but can he do anything with it? So far, he's got it up, and there goes Hunter Burl down, but Burl's able to turn that around. Taylor's still holding onto the leg, so Hunter Burl can't completely turn it to his advantage. And now Taylor's got him down, scores 2 points out of that. Apparently, I missed the point I thought he gave him a minute ago, so it's 4-2 according to the scoreboard. And Cherokee is, in fact, saying it's 4-3. So we'll see how that shakes out here in a minute. They'll probably correct it at the break, and there is the break. So we're at the end of the first period. And it's Swain's decision. Hunter Burl will go down, and now they're working on the score. And it is, in fact, 4-3 in favor of Burl as we head into the second period. So Hunter Burl chooses down. He can only score if he gets up or reverses this. Worse for Taylor, the only way he can score is if he turns it into a pinning predicament, which he almost does right there. Second period, 4-3 your score. So Hunter Burl works his way to an upright position. Now he's got to get completely loose. He did not, and so still no points awarded. They'll have to go back to the middle as they go out of bounds. 1:22 remaining in the second. It's a 36-10 Swain lead. And Hunter Burl leads in this match 4-3. Braden Taylor, a sophomore, and Hunter Burl is a senior for these Maroon Devils. So Hunter has a leg, but can he use it to his advantage? Not so far. He turns. Can he get him up? He's got leg control. Nothing more. They're still, and they tumble out of bounds there. And we got a point for Burl to make it 5-3 as he got back up. So they'll start upright here. And we're under a minute. Taylor again goes for the leg, has it, goes behind, scores, and we're tied at 5. To 40 and counting now in the second period. Burl in the down position. Started this period that way and has been unable. Well, he got up once, but they had to go back to this position. We're down under approaching 10. We're under 10 now at this juncture, so this period almost in the books, and they will undoubtedly start the third period as they began the match tied. So now we go, red is Cherokee, and they have chosen the bottom to begin with. So we're 2 minutes away from a victory here from one of these two wrestlers. Very evenly matched between Taylor and Burl. Two minutes. And the takedown, but he already had the up position, so no points awarded to Hunter Burl. Now they're in a neutral position. Both wrestlers tired at this point, trying to press the advantage and can't. And so they will begin again in the middle here at 1:27 remaining in this one. So Burl will be on top to open the final 1:27. 117 and counting now. Taylor reverses that. 2 points for him. He takes a 7-5 lead. Fast approaching. 1 minute remaining in this one. Under a minute now. Taylor back on top from behind, trying to work into getting to one side or the other and getting a pinning predicament. Burl works out of it, and he gets a point, or did he? Taylor grabbed a hold of the leg and now has leg control. Can he sweep him? Takes him down. No points out of that. Same position he actually was in. We're under 30. Taylor with a 7-5 advantage here. Not many points to be had for Burl unless he can turn it around from the pin. Now he's in a world of trouble and is able to roll out of it. Can he reverse that? He does. He's got a pinning predicament right here. 13 seconds left. Will he get him? 10, 9, 8. There's a pin with 7 seconds remaining from Hunter Burl. Great match between Braden Taylor and Hunter Burl. And I'm sure those two are going to see each other down the road, and it should be good matches as they really got after each other in that one. A good job. 42-10 now, your score in favor of Swain. Let's see who we've got here. This is Damian Lossy for Swain. And Jaden Welch for the Braves. So Welch and Lossy going at it. Just underway, as we said. So nothing out of that. 1:46 left in the first. This should be the 170 weight class, even though I didn't see anybody in the 160. So Welch, a sophomore, or junior rather, and Lossy, a sophomore. And no advantage for either wrestler in that. They're all back up. 0-0 still your score. Fast approaching a minute here in the first period of play. Damian is 15-5 on the season, whereas Welch 4-4. Oh, and they both go out onto the gym floor. They both roll around and come right back out. So good for them. Nobody hurt. So under 40 seconds now. No points still awarded in any of this. In this first period of action. Still nothing. There's 2 for Lossy in this near pin position, and they have to blow the whistle. 24.9 left, and 2 more points awarded to Lossy. So we're 4-0 in the first in favor of Damian Lossy of Swain. Let's see if anybody can get anything going for this final 10 seconds as the clock winds down. Welch with the advantage, but he may not have time to press it. And Lossy's able to take him back down to the mat, but there won't be any points scored, and the first period is going to come to an end. And it does so with Damian Lossy holding a 4-0 advantage. It will be his choice. He defers. So Jaden Welch will have the choice. He is going to choose down. This will be our second period. 4-0 Damian Lossy, 170 weight class. So initial stages here in the second period. Lossy looking to press his advantage from the first. Almost had him, but Lossy able to scramble back into a good positioning here. And now, so it's a technical violation on Lossy, so a point to Welch for that. 4-1 now your score. And they begin again with Welch in the down position. Lossy with a chance. He's got him on his back. Can he keep him there? He's not able to. Now trying to roll him back from the other side. That was close. He wasn't able to hold it, so no points forthcoming out of that. And now he's got him down on top of him. Can Lossy hold that position? If he can roll him, he's got the arm barred in there, and he's got him rolled now. Can he hold him down for long enough? He does, so Lossy with a pin as well in the second period takes the win. That will make it 48-10 in favor of the Maroon Devils. Another pretty solid match there. Let's see what we got coming up next by my books. So we've got, looks like this will be 180 Ian Brooks, but it'll be a forfeit. So Ian will pick up a win here for the Maroon Devils and make it 54-10. And now we should have nothing left but forfeits. Kyle Ponshot up in the 195. That'll make it 60-10. And now we've got Bryn Jackson up in the 220. He too will receive a forfeit win. To make it 66-10. And we'll have Nolan Brown out for the 285. And he too will get a forfeit to make it 72-10. Your final here tonight from Swain High School. That's going to wrap it up. Our Maroon Devils with another big conference win at 72-10. I'm not sure if they're going to do any exhibitions or not, but that's the end of the regular match. If they're going to do an exhibition or two, we'll leave the camera running for you, but it looks like for all intents and purposes it's over with. Maroon Devils on the road for the rest of the wrestling season. Stay tuned to MaroonDevils.com, and we'll do our best to keep you updated along the way, especially with the conference showdown coming up with Robbinsville. So thanks for joining us here on Senior Night from Swain County High School. It's Joe Holt and Toby Burl. That's a good night.